Alright, what is up guys? So we received a package yesterday from Ideal 808 out of Hawaii, one of my favorite places to order TCG products from, and we have a new Weiss Schwarz box to open. And of course this one is for Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel, which as you can see it's the artwork for Heaven's Feel Part 2, which came out earlier this year and is in fact already on Blu-ray. You've probably seen the video where I unboxed the Blu-ray of that. So they're not doing a separate set for each movie. It seems like maybe they'll do one for part 3, because with Unlimited Blade Works, they did Unlimited Blade Works Volume 1 and 2, so they did 2 sets for the same anime, one for each season, but they probably won't do that here. There's not really enough variations in the same character in order to do that, but we have 20 packs. You guys know how I feel about Weiss Schwarz. I feel like the artwork can be really cool to see your favorite anime characters in a easily accessible card game, but I generally prefer this style of artwork over where it shows like the pre-rendered or promotional material as the artwork, rather than having a bunch of pictures or frames from the anime as the cards, because to me that just looks ugly, and there's things like lighting and action shots that you're not considering, and I just don't think that looks very good at all, depending on the series. And I meant to buy a box of the Apocrypha cards, but I really think I just want to order the singles of all the characters that look like this, as opposed to buying a box and getting a bunch of cards that are going to be really ugly, because at least these series of movies has the added benefit of being very well animated and very pretty, whereas Apocrypha is ugly as sin, as I've established in other videos, and as I'll get to when we do the Apocrypha video in the retrospective series. So the last Weiss Schwarz product we opened was the Gurren Lagann box, and we haven't really touched it since then. Again, I don't really have an opportunity to really play this game with many people. I wish I could. I've got several of the starter decks, and as I said, this game is very accessible. It's not incredibly competitive. It's very much on the casual side, so we have a fat 20 packs, and we have a promo thing in the back, which is a little Chibi Rin, which is amazing. That is adorable. I love that to pieces. So this game is very different in terms of pack ratios than Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything else you guys have seen me open, because we're not guaranteed a foil, and in fact there's lots of different variations of foil cards in this set, and it's actually very difficult to get one that's like a proper foil, and even more difficult to get a signed card. So here on the pack you see there's a little quote right there. The time for the next Holy Grail War has come. The curtain rises on the battlefield in Weiss Schwarz. That's pretty cool. And then it has the Japanese style of card game packs where the cards are all the way down here, but you have all this room up top, and you have this tear tab up here that you pull on, and you can kind of split the pack open from there. Not a huge fan of that because it kind of ruins the pack. I'd rather just kind of split it from the back and leave the artwork intact on the front. Yeah, I just completely destroyed that. So we have a Lancer, and again, as you can see, the artwork is so dark here because of the lighting in the scene that it's from. It's like, this just doesn't look very good on a card. Whereas if you have the artwork like this, that's meant for a still shot like that, there's a Fujimura. We got a pretty cool looking Berserker there. Shiro. Berserker. Nice! Right off the bat, we got something good. So we got a Alter Saber that is a foil. Again, I'm not terribly familiar with what type of rarities these are in Weiss Schwarz, but this one looks like a lower rarity. I need to go and look that up again so I know what they are, but still, that's a pretty cool pull. I'll probably set that aside a little bit later. I also don't know, I really don't know at all what to expect with this set. I haven't previewed any of the cards. I haven't looked at the set list online anywhere. I don't know what the signed cards are. I don't know anything about this set. I should probably save one of these packs, keep it in good condition. There's the same Lancer again, the same Fujimura. Actually, all of these cards are exactly the same as our previous pack, these first 4. There's a Sakura, same Shiro. There's our rare, which is Saber falling into despair, reaching for the Grail Saber, and then we have the scene with Sakura and Shiro at the kerosene heater as a climax card. So I'm going to attempt to open this one not like an insane person in hopes that I can preserve it for the top of the stack to go back inside the box. I think I managed to do a good job of that. See, this is how we open packs over here in the West, ladies and gentlemen. We have actual trash, the character, maybe not the card, but that's really cute. Saber and the Yukata. We have an Archer, who, again, the lighting is just so dark there, it's hard to even make out what's going on. There's an Ilya, more Shinji. We should just burn a bunch of these Shinjis. There's a level 3 Hercules as our rare there. That's pretty dang cool. And again, it's that good artwork we like, so we'll definitely set that aside as well. Ooh, and we get the Shadow of the Grail as the climax card there. And I love the caption on there. The quote is, "Chomp chomp," which I'm sure one of my friends will be very pleased to see that. So the rest of the packs, I guess I can go ahead and use the tear tab like as is intended. Reminds me, I haven't actually opened any Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh product in a while. I've bought a couple of Japanese singles, but I haven't opened any sealed product from Japan in a while. And I might do that with this up-and-coming gold box that has the new Rival Ace monsters in it. That looks pretty cool. Got a Kirei with a good artwork. A Lancer. I had Issei for whatever reason, a yellow Issei. So it looks like the primary colors here, Shiro and Rin are, and their respective servants are yellow and red, which means that they're probably compatible with their, oh man, that was like one of the coolest scenes in part 2. And then this is actually, looks to be a reprint, maybe. No, it's definitely a Heaven's Feel card, but I feel like we've seen this artwork before. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe it's just very similar to artwork we've already seen before. But yeah, I do wonder, I'm not so familiar with Weiss Schwarz where I know all of the game mechanics and all the rules, but I wonder, this pack is also in here backwards. I wonder if, no it's not, it's just that dark-ass Lancer again. I wonder if these cards are compatible with the Aluminum Blade Works cards, or there's any kind of tournament rules around that, because from what I understand, you can only use cards from, like, essentially the same franchise, or the same, like, publisher or whatever. Another Alter Saber there. There's Shinji's spellbook thing. We get a Rin as our rare, and then we get Archer using Roaias to protect them from the Grail as our climax card there. That's pretty cool. I think Roaias has already been a climax card though in the Aluminum Blade Works sets. Come on, there we go. Had to break that adhesive off of there. I also would like to point out that I've never ever pulled a signed card in my time of opening Weiss products. There's Archer again. I don't even remember this shot from Heaven's Feel because I don't ever remember seeing him like power up like that. There's young Sakura. There's a Gil who does absolutely nothing in the Heaven's Feel route. Medusa finally. I'm hoping we get a lot more Medusa in here. And of course, Medusa and Sakura are green, and then Ilya and Hercules are blue. There's a Saber trying to resist the Grail there. Ooh, that's really pretty. So we have a 0/0 Sakura as our rare. Precious Flower Sakura. Again, fantastic artwork on that. Definitely one we'll set aside. And then we have an Excalibur Morgan as our climax card there. Saber just spamming those left and right in part 2 if you haven't seen it yet. Part 3 is actually not far off. We only have, what, 3 more months to go, and we'll finally have the entire trilogy. Starting to get repeats now. Got a different, see, Knight, Clawed, and Black Saber Alter. That is pretty cool. And then we have another Medusa, Sakura. Oh, nice. So I think that's a different, that's like a double rare or something like that. As our foil there, and that is a level 3 Alter Saber, which is pretty nice. And then we have a Gable Gazar climax card there. Really cool. And we're only like halfway done with this box too. I just hate all these little tear tabs all over the floor after you open these. It's so messy. It just feels very inefficient. There's a Ayako, which is an interesting Mitsuzuri, and very interesting inclusion in here. We got Sasaki with good artwork. Of course, he does absolutely nothing as a guild good artwork in the Heaven's Feel movies because he gets killed off right away. There's a 0/0 Hercules as our rare. And then Ren Sakura as our climax card. I feel like maybe the way to go with the Heaven's Feel set would be to maybe make a blue deck, like maybe blue-green, because then you'd have access to the Ilya and Hercules cards, the Sakura and Medusa cards, and actually the Lancer cards as well are also green. Another Mitsuzuri. We have a Medea, which of course she doesn't really get to do anything in these movies either because she gets killed off so early in part 1. But a 0/0 Medea, also in blue. And then we have a rare Rider. Okay artwork on this one. Of course, this is a screenshot from the anime, but every scene that she's on screen in is absolutely gorgeous, so we'll definitely take that. And that's the first half of the box, ladies and gentlemen. So, on to the second half. Nothing I'm totally surprised by yet. Again, I have no idea what to expect, though. So, Sakura having one of her fever dreams there. That's the scene where Saber and Shiro kind of have that amazing conversation where they establish a greater understanding of each other than they ever had in the Fate round. Lancer chasing Hassan. We haven't seen a Hassan yet in this. Hopefully he's in here somewhere. We have level 1 Saber as our rare, again with the good artwork. Love that. And then we have an Ilya as our climax card. Yeah, we haven't seen any Hassans yet. And only like one Kirei as well. I'm sure there's like a Zoken in here too, which would just be gross, but also kind of amazing. Come on, it's stuck in there. There's Hassan, so he's also blue. So yeah, I think blue-green is like the best way to go with the Heaven's Feel cards. Although I could be totally wrong. That is just a complete guess. I have no empirical evidence. I got 2 new Rens there I didn't get before. Ooh, there's another Medusa. That's pretty nice. The most well-animated scene in anything really. Like, that scene was so beautifully animated. And we have a 0 Medusa as our rare, which she's in prime pouncing position. Then we have that's a pretty cool shot with Hercules there, which I actually don't know if that's actually taken from animation or if that was a cell painting of a still frame, but it's our climax card. Pretty cool, though. They actually did pretty good at capturing a frame from that fight without making it look completely ridiculous, which is easy to do with that fight, considering the rate the animation is at. Okay. Starting to move through these a little more quickly until we see something different. We have a level 3 Saber as our rare there. That's another double rare, which is pretty cool. The Fate Weiss Schwarz cards love making level 3 Sabers, though. Ever since like the first English one we had, like the Fate Zero deck. And even before then, with we had a couple of Fate lines before Weiss Schwarz even came to the U.S. Have a little 0 Ilya as our rare there. Overall, it seems like they did pretty good with this. I mean, yeah, like I said, there's some cards where the artwork just does not work, but they seem to be of the same quality, if not better than the... ooh, we got a rare level 1 Archer with good artwork there. It looks like we got almost all of the servants with the actual correct like portrait artwork there. And we have Gorgon's Eyes, Mystic Eyes, Petrification as the climax card there, which hopefully that's good. I mean, none of these characters or their actual abilities have any bearing on how useful they'll be in card form, because this game has to find some way to balance it out and make it to where you can actually play these different series against each other. I think it's a different Archer we didn't get before, and a different Ren. Ha! We got Shiro with the right after he got the arm put on, which he has yet to realize the full potential of that arm yet. And that's our rare. I wonder what the box ratios are for this card game, if they are even, like, solved. We know what they are. There's another Shiro. It's a level 3 Shiro as our rare. And then we have a new Climax card there, which is Solitary Return, which is exactly what happened there. Him coming back on his own without Saber at the beginning of part 2. I guess you're guaranteed to get one Climax card per pack, which is pretty cool. That's a new Sakura. That's a level 0. We're still getting new cards this late in the opening, which is good. We're not getting a ton of repeats. We're getting a lot of repeats, but at least there's still more in the set that we could be getting. That's a new Lancer. I haven't seen that before. And we get a level 2 Lancer as our rare. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we got almost every character with that portrait style artwork there, which is, for collecting purposes, that's the only part I really care about. And then, you know, on the off chance we could get a signed card, which is unlikely. And by unlikely, I mean impossible. Like, it's not going to happen. Oh, I love that. They actually made Mapo Tofu into a card. That's amazing. And it's like, I don't even know what you would use that for, what that does. Level 3 Medusa. Hell yeah. Last pack. What can we end on, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows? I certainly have no idea, because, like I said before I did this video, I had no idea what was even in this set. And it's, ooh, that's our, like, I don't even know what the rarity is of that. That's our, like, triple rare or whatever. But our Sakura, and that is just absolutely beautiful. So I guess we only get one of these per box, is what seems to be the ratio from openings I've done in the past. But that's definitely the highlight of the box for sure. That is just beautiful. And Sakura is so precious. How can you not love that? She's also a level 3 with only like 1500 attack. So that's kind of strange. I'm sure she has a lot of utility in other ways. So sweet. That's definitely going in a sleeve. Alright. So that is it for this opening. I have packs all over the floor now. And I had a good time with this, even though, like I said, I don't play this game competitively. And I don't know what the niche market is for this game that's out there. I'm sure it's a very popular, loyal fan base, but I'd like to connect more with the player base of this game and figure out how to do deck building and all that. And I'll see you guys next time when I have another product to open, which hopefully will be soon. I know over Christmas I'm going to be opening quite a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, including a sealed box of Fist of the Gadgets and some other things as well. So I'll see you guys next time.